Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to AFP/BB News, Iranian authorities confirmed on March 30th the death of Ali Tangsiri, commander of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, ARGC Navy. Tangsiri had been seriously wounded in an airstrike several days prior. The Israeli military had previously announced that it targeted the commander in the said air raid. The Revolutionary Guard's news site, Sepa News, released a statement affirming that Commander Tangsiri sustained severe injuries in the attack, which ultimately led to his death. This development marks a significant event in the ongoing tensions in the region. Thai Sounds reports that according to the Wall Street Journal on Monday, President Trump is considering dispatching ground troops to seize highly enriched uranium held by Iran. The report indicates this would be an extremely high-risk operation lasting several days, possibly up to a week, rather than a quick in-and-out blitz. Trump is said to be open to this action as it aligns with his primary goal of stripping Iran of its nuclear weapons capability. U.S. officials suggest the Pentagon already possesses many necessary military assets in the region and is contemplating an additional deployment of 10,000 ground troops to provide more options. Iran is estimated to possess over 440 kilograms of 60% enriched uranium, which could fill several trucks when secured in protective containers. The operation would likely involve airlifting special forces into deep Iranian territory, securing sites, establishing blockades, performing excavation, and transporting the materials out, potentially requiring temporary airfields. While Trump still favors diplomatic solutions, he continues to explore military options to address the Iranian nuclear issue. The U.S. has prior experience with peaceful transfers of enriched uranium, such as Project Sapphire in Kazakhstan in 1994 and a joint operation with the UK in Georgia in 1998. NPR reports that thousands of additional U.S. troops have been deployed to the Middle East and more are expected to arrive. The U.S. military has not yet specified the exact mission for these forces. This deployment comes at a time when the vital Strait of Hormuz, a key choke point for global oil shipments, is reportedly closed to nearly all oil tankers. The situation suggests a heightened state of alert or a response to ongoing regional tensions, though official details are sparse. NHK reports that China's foreign ministry has imposed sanctions on Japanese ruling party member Furuya Keiji, who leads a cross-party group promoting exchanges between Japan and Taiwan. Beijing alleges that Furuya repeatedly visited Taiwan and colluded with Taiwan independent separatist forces, interfering in China's internal affairs, despite strong opposition. The sanctions, effective Monday, include an entry ban into China and a ban on transactions with organizations and individuals in the country. Furuya met Taiwan's President Lai Ching-te both last October and this month. China has previously sanctioned other Japanese figures for similar reasons, including lawmaker Sekihei and former SDF officer Iwasaki Shigeru. Furuya told NHK the sanctions have no impact on him, as he has no assets in China and hasn't visited for decades. He emphasized his exchanges with Taiwan are based on shared values like the rule of law and democracy, and his stance will not change. According to NetEase, Russia has announced a ban on gasoline exports to all countries worldwide, including China, effective April 1st. This drastic measure is described not as a sanction or energy war, but as a survival battle for Russia to secure its domestic fuel supply. Ukrainian attacks have severely impacted Russia's refining capacity, with at least 16 out of 38 refineries hit, leading to a 17% reduction in national refining capacity and a halving of gasoline production. Western sanctions further complicate repairs by restricting access to essential equipment parts. The timing of the ban is critical, coinciding with Russia's peak fuel consumption season for spring agricultural work, increasing demand by 15%, and the upcoming summer tourism season, boosting demand by 10%. These factors have already caused domestic gasoline prices to soar by 14% since late February, resulting in long queues and rationing at gas stations. The article states that the impact on China will be minimal due to Russia's small share of global gasoline exports, less than 2%, and China's own gasoline export capabilities. However, countries like Mongolia and Kyrgyzstan, which depend on Russia for over 90% of their gasoline imports, are expected to face significant shortages. The report concludes that while Russia's ban is driven by internal needs, the broader Middle East tensions remain a more influential factor in global energy prices. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.